What's going on, everybody? Welcome again to another edition of a powerful podcast that we'd like to call the Global Leaders Roundtable. This is the Fireside Chat edition, and I'm super excited about my guest and the conversation that we're going to have in just a few moments. But for those of you who do not know me, this is your first time watching the podcast or first time hearing of me. I'm your host, Kenyon R. Dudley, keynote speaker, global strategist in leadership. Also, I'm the visionary behind this growing global platform built to help kingdom leaders, creatives, and reformers use their voice with precision and purpose. My life's work is rooted in one calling, and that is to say something that will transform someone's thinking and point them in the direction of God. This isn't just another show that's content worthy, but this is all about legacy. This is all about leadership. This is all about kingdom impact. It's about hosting conversations that matter, conversations that challenge, awaken, and equip leaders around the world. If one word can shift a generation, then we're here to say it on this platform. Okay. If you are tuning in right now on our YouTube channel, TGLR Network, thank you so much for joining and being here through that mechanism. Thank you for being a part of the ecosystem. Welcome. Go ahead and share, and tag another leader, tag a creative, someone that's carrying a message inside of them that needs to get out. They need to be a part of these conversations as well, especially this one on today. Don't forget to subscribe as well to our YouTube channel at TGLR Network. We are looking forward to growing that community over there. We've got so much content that we're going to be sharing. And so you do not want to miss a single bit of it. Now, before I jump over into my conversation on today, we got a few announcements. Those of you who want to be a part of the Global Leaders Roundtable podcast and you want to come on and speak to me and have a conversation, you have a strategy, you have an idea, or you just want to share about your leadership journey, you can do that. Why don't you come on to the podcast? You can do that by applying at bit.ly/TGLR podcast. And then myself and my team will take a look at what you sent, reviewed it, and we will get you on the podcast as soon as possible so you can come and share with us what God has shared with you in your experience of leadership. And last but not least, guys, we are coming up on our Global Leaders Virtual Summit. And the topic this year is on global kingdom leadership. It's going to be happening September 20th through the 21st. And we have over 60 kingdom global speakers that will be speaking. Oh, my goodness, people from all over the world. Literally, we were working hard in the office today trying to secure some of the other speakers and get information out. It's going to be phenomenal. All right. And so if you want to be a speaker, you can apply today. Go to that link that you see on the screen. Or if you just want to be an attendee and you want to network and connect with more kingdom leaders, that's not just in your neighborhood or your backyard, right? But they're from all over the world. You can do that. Go to bit.ly/TGLR Virtual Summit now. And guess what? You can find all the information right there about the virtual summit. All right. We're going to get into a conversation tonight that's really near and dear to my heart. Many of you who don't know me, or maybe you have known me for some time, but you don't know everything about me yet, you will find out that singing, worship, leading worship, music, songwriting, all of that, acting, entertainment, all of that is in my arsenal and in my repertoire of gifts. And I'm talking to a gifted young man right here, right now, who is a songwriter in his own right. Tonight, uh, Tonight's episode is for every creative with a calling, every lyricist with a legacy, every artist who knows they were made for more than just fame. They were made to impact generations. My guest today is a gifted songwriter, kingdom voice, and creative strategist who writes with meaning and leads with intentionality. Donavon Campbell is helping shape a new era of music, one where lyrics can carry healing, carry truth, and generational breakthrough. Let's welcome to the virtual roundtable today, my friend Donavon Campbell. What's going on, brother?
Hey, thank you very much for having me and your program. I'm happy to be a part of the Global Leaders Roundtable podcast. So I'm
Yes,
excited to share my knowledge, my skill set with you and your audience.
I really appreciate you for saying yes, man. This is like I said, a conversation and a topic that's near and dear to me because it is a part of who I am as a leader, worship and the arts and all of those things. And so I was eager to have this discussion with you. Tonight, we're going to be talking about lyrics and legacy, the art of songwriting for impact. Now, Donavon, before we jump into the conversation, why don't you officially introduce yourself to the viewers? Let us know what part of the world are you in and what is it that God has you doing right now to help impact lives?
Yeah, thank you. So number one, I am a Caribbean born, from Jamaica to the exact,
All
but
right.
currently I live in Canada with my family. And I just love to be creative, using my God-given talents that is on the inside, you know, show it outward, creating products and provide service to serve people,
Right.
on a global level.
That's amazing. And so you're a creative all around.
Yeah, yeah,
I can really sense that. Now,
yeah.
talk to me a little bit about how did you get into songwriting and creating products and services and all these things to help people? How
Mm,
did you get into that world?
mm. That's a very good question. Very question by you. To be honest with you, um, I started 25 years ago when
Okay.
I was in high school at that time.
Okay.
Around age 14, 15, somewhere there. Um, just got saved, came into the church, and the struggles and the temptation is real in high school because
Mhm.
I'm a person, you can see I'm a handsome guy, I love
Okay.
to I love to give the girls them the lyrics and all of these things. And you know being a Christian, I can't do the things that I used to do
Right.
or go to the place I used to go anymore. So the struggles were real, and the best way for me at the time was to express my feelings on a paper to God
Hmm.
into a um prayer format.
Right.
And when I started writing song, I didn't know how to write a chorus, I didn't know how to write a verse, I didn't know how to write a complete song. But one of my cousin, he was so musically inclined than myself,
Right.
and he coached me how to structure a song, and from there I have keep on doing it, and
Mhm.
so songwriting becomes so easy for me.
Yeah. So it started out as a deliverance mechanism for you. It started out as a outlet just so that you could stay the course with God, but it
Right.
turned into this beautiful gift that God has allowed you to hone and build on.
Yeah.
Um, and so now you are a songwriter. Now, when we talk about lyrics, for those people who are listening in, why don't you explain to some who may not understand? Um, and let's say this is their first time ever hearing a songwriter teach. or
Mhm.
speak on this. What are lyrics, and what is the difference between lyrics for secularism or the world and lyrics for God and in honor of God?
All right, that's a very good question. Um, I always say this, and I will always say that we all are songwriters
Mm,
in our own in our own ways.
okay.
And the reason why I said that we all are songwriters, um, we all are writers. And what is a song? A song is a storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
and that storytelling is consist of words,
Mm-hmm.
words, and then from words to expression.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said that we all are songwriters, we have been saying words and we have been writing words from childhood.
Yeah. And we're like writing the song of our life along,
Exactly.
right?
So we use words in email, we use words in text message, we use words verbally, we use words every day and every night, and
Yep.
whatever words we say, those words can use into a
Right.
song.
Right.
Those words can use to make a song.
Right. Right.
The thing is this now with me, and as I said before, when I started, I was just expressing my feelings
Mm-hmm.
unto God, my sad moments, my happy moments, and all of that. So it's my experience that I am going through, that I have been through.
Right.
I worship God by doing that. So
Mm.
it's not mainly about me being the center of the song. And this is what for us, for gospel artists, this is one of the things that gospel artists have to make sure that
Mm-hmm.
God is in the center
Mm.
and all over that
Yeah.
song. And
Yeah.
it's not about self glory, because that's what the secular do.
Right.
Secular talk about self glory, the glamours, and all of these things. With the gospel, there's two different categories.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is such a great point that you make. The difference between lyrics for secular contexts and worlds, and then lyrics for Christ. Um, you know, I have come to know that a lot of people who are songwriters and artists and creatives, even in Christianity and Christendom, have gotten away from the truth of what writing for God and writing songs for Christ really means. And it's easy to do because you live in this world and you're constantly being hit in various different cultures. I'm sure it's the same way in Canada in some regard as it is in America, the US here, and even in other places that I've visited. Culture itself can move you away from not having Christ at the center of your life. You get so
Yeah.
busy trying to do different things and keep up with the pace of life. And so I would imagine that songwriters, it's hard for them to even keep Christ at the center if you don't have a consistent regimen of worship in your personal everyday life. And so then you'll write things that are more so for the world rather than for God and for his glory and for you to minister to him. And I love how you started out your songwriting journey. It was literally to minister unto him so that he can speak back to you and help you with these emotions and these things that
Yeah, yeah,
you were going through.
yeah. Because to be honest with you, songwriting is a natural therapy for me.
Yeah.
It helps with my emotions, as I said before.
Hmm.
And I give God thanks for that. Because I mean, our emotions is not always right,
Yeah.
so we can't make our emotion lead us.
Yeah.
To make the spirit of God lead us, because our emotions not always right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's turn the dial a little bit. We want to talk about the power of lyrics. Okay. Um, what role has songwriters played in your personal life and your personal walk? What how have certain songwriters in your life, like you say, your cousin, I believe, who
Mhm,
or your family member that was in music and they taught you how to write,
mhm.
how have other songwriters impacted your personal life and your spiritual walk with the things that they have written?
Um, uh, it have impacted my life in I say in several ways. You know, I am more of a whole school type of um songs.
Yeah,
You know, um, the hymns and so forth.
yeah,
I find those more meaningful to me.
yeah.
I mean, these, recently gospel artists, they're doing their thing, yes.
Hmm.
But for me, I find the old school hymns and so forth more meaningful and rich for
Yeah.
me.
Do you think that is because a lot of those hymns, a lot of those old school songs, worship songs, were born and birthed out of different times, and different times of struggle and things like
Yeah,
that, that even this world now doesn't really know about?
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I agree
yeah,
with you. I mean, for me, great is thy faithfulness. When I sing
mm,
like him like that, naturally, I'm
yeah,
just into a worship mindset, a worship zone. Everything is shut out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. Um, what's the difference between writing for the radio and writing for people, but or writing for legacy? What is the difference there?
Ah, I don't think there's much difference.
Hmm.
I don't think there's much difference because when it comes on to a song, most of the songs that are say a number one songs,
Yeah,
it is songs that are relatable.
got it.
It is meaningful to
Hmm.
persons. So even though the songwriter or the artist may write that song and record it, when it is distributed
Hmm.
out into the world,
Hmm.
it is the people who makes that song becomes popular
Mm.
because they played it over and over on the
Hmm.
different platforms and so forth, and they played it on their radio station, on their program, in their celebration and so forth. So these are the songs that becomes a hit song
Yeah.
because it's relatable.
And would you say that the things that are relatable, that touch the heart of people,
Mhm,
and guide them back to God, that
mhm,
is writing for legacy? That is something that is
mhm.
memorable, that is going to last forever, right?
Yeah,
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 when you're touching those hearts and those minds. When
yeah.
you, this is where I want to kind of land here. When
Mhm,
you think about songwriters,
mhm,
and those people who have the gift of writing
mhm.
songs unto God, how do you encourage how do you encourage songwriters when they're in a season or a place of self-doubt, or they're comparing themselves to other artists and creatives, and it looks like these people around them are doing better and moving faster, or their songs are getting picked up and
Mhm.
many people are being touched and transformed by them, but it seems like they're being held back for whatever reason? How do you encourage those people, and how have you encouraged yourself in those seasons of your life?
Well, everyone is unique.
Right,
Everyone is unique, and one of the things that I do, I don't compare myself with no other because there's only one me.
right.
And I encourage person that there's only you, and there's no other like you in the
Mm,
world. And everyone talent have an anointing on it.
Mhm.
Every all talent, you may yes sing, but there's a level of anointing.
Mhm. Mhm.
There are some persons that sing, and there are some persons that minister.
Yeah. Two different things, right?
Exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's one of the things that I encourage myself. I'm
Mhm.
not just here to entertain, but I'm here to minister when I go
Mhm.
to different occasions
Right.
to
Right.
sing. So um I encourage person, be yourself. Your story is your story,
Yeah.
not somebody else's story.
Yeah.
So feel feel free to share your story,
Yeah.
your testimony.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. If you were in a room full of singers and songwriters and creatives,
Mhm.
maybe they are creative in other ways, and you got an opportunity to stand up on the platform and the stage, 10,000 people in that room. What do
Mm.
you believe that God is calling you to say to them and to that room right now? What can you leave people with from this conversation?
Definitely, I would share um the the revelation that God has given unto me, which I do. That's how comes my second music book that I published.
Yes.
Yeah, since March this year,
Okay.
I
Okay.
published this called Exploring 10 plus songwriting structure. So this is
I love
all
that.
about songwriting, all about structure. And that's this my second music book. So I'm an author of two music book and an online
Awesome.
course.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my first book here. This is my first book.
Okay.
Yeah, 22 something years
Wow.
writing. So I will leave what I have discovered over the 25 years. I've discovered that every song that written and record is is from a specific season,
Mm,
whether it's a winter season, whether it's a spring season, whether it's a summer season or a fall season.
okay.
Out of these four seasons, every song is birthed from one out of those seasons.
Right.
And also, what I have discovered is that 99.9% of all musicians from every genre of music that is exist in the world now, and if there should be a new genre within a next hour or tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
these musicians, whether they be songwriters, music artists, or producers, or beat makers, they all use four structures.
Mm,
These four structures, I talk about it into the online course
okay.
and some other benefits. And I also talk about it also in my second music book here
Okay.
too.
Okay.
And I call them the four twins
Mm-hmm.
structure because they are alike, but they're slightly different.
Okay.
And it's so amazing because in 2023, God revealed it to me. And here am I with the book 2025.
Mm,
And because when it comes on to this songwriting, structure is everything.
right.
So when I listen to a music or I heard a music, I can guarantee you that it's going to fall in one of the four
One
structure.
of the right.
It is weird that I hear a different structure,
Okay.
and that's why I created the book and give 11 different structures.
Right. Wow.
So so definitely that would definitely educate that 10,000 audience about the the seasons, the structures,
Mm-hmm.
and um, definitely give some songwriting tips
Right.
also.
I love this. I love this. Donovan, I appreciate you, man. Tell the people how they could stay connected with you. I heard you just said that you have songwriting classes and things like that, groups online. How can people, if there's somebody listening right now and they say, you know what, I really do want to learn how to write. I feel like it's been in me to write songs. I have songs and melodies that are happening every day, being birthed every day in my heart, in my spirit, in my mind. How do I
Yeah.
get it out? How can they connect to you and what you're
Oh,
doing?
for sure, for sure. Persons can go to my website,
Hmm.
um, dc-digital-products.com.
Okay.
On my website, there is my other social media angles on that on my website, so they can go there, go on my website, see the things that I have I have produced, and so my social media pages, and persons can even reach out to me from that angle too. They
Yeah.
can book an appointment with me from
Okay.
my website.
I love that. Guys, the information is going to be below this video in the description there. You want to make sure that you connect with Donovan if you have a calling to write songs and to write songs for Christ and to minister in that way. I love that he has ideas and revelation when it comes to song structure and when it comes to how to really put songs together that will glorify God. We need more like that in the earth. The written song, many people don't realize the power and the potency behind it. We could be here
Hmm.
all day to really talk about it. Um, but the written song and
Yeah,
worship really does win battles. It wins wars. It
yeah,
really does shift climates and atmospheres. I have literally seen it stop hurricanes and stop tornadoes and things in its track. It is supernatural and it comes from God first, no
yeah,
matter who does it.
yeah. The reality is that music is not of earth; it is from
Yeah.
heaven.
Yes,
It's
I
not of
agree.
earth; it is from
I
heaven.
agree. Guys, I love this. Thank you so much, Donovan, for
Yeah,
being
yeah,
a part this of this great podcast. And listen, we probably we'll have to connect. We'll have to get a connection going on so we can get up there in Canada and you can come to the States and everything like that, and we can worship God and release the sound of heaven. In certain events and
amen.
things like that. Guys, thank you all for tuning in to this fireside chat edition of the Global Leaders Roundtable. I've been here with a new friend that I've made, Donavon Campbell, and I'm super glad that we've had this conversation. Listen, uh, until the next time, I'm your host, Kenyon R. Dudley. Again, this has been the Global Leaders Roundtable Live, where voices rise, creatives converge, and kingdom movements are born. Till next time, guys, write boldly, lead with fire, and sing like your life depends on it.